Now we go to the second component or the second type of meat from a carcass, the head meat and the cheek meat. This is very actually popular in Vietnam, Southeast Asian countries because we can make many dishes from this part. But we have to be aware that like in Europe, in UK, for example, the head from the cattle, the sheep, are normally not allowed for human consumption because they are still afraid of the BSE crisis. BSE means the mad cow diseases. It's caused by a prion. Prion is a peptide in marrow of a bone that is very resistant to heat. Even if we cook a lot, this peptide is not denatured and still carry on the activity and can cause sick to human. So many years ago it was a large issue and that you would hear a lot in newspapers. But nowadays we don't talk that anymore. Okay, but in Vietnam, we seem not to have the issue. So the head from like kettles are normally okay for human consumption. The head from pig, of course, is not related to PSE. What we need to pay attention is that the head meat is normally like more contaminated with bacteria. So we should be handled or we should be deal with it correctly accordingly. So the question we would ask is why the head meat is more contaminated with bacteria. Because the head will carry what? The head is where the nose and the mouth of the animals, and the animal will intake food from here. We inhale the air from here, we drink from here. So it is contact place with the environment and with the feed and the water outside. So whereas a lot of contact is may intake also of course microorganisms. And the second reason is because the head has what we call nostril system. Nostril system means a lot of hole from the ear, from the eye, from the nose, from the mouth. They're all connected. So a lot of hole and tooth. Okay, so which means that you have a lot of surface area, a large surface of area, and normally these surface are wet, large and wet, so it's very favorable condition for bacteria to reside means to stay and to grow. Right? So especially in your nose, in our nose, a lot of bacteria, in our mouth, a lot of bacteria because they are wet, because there are even nutrients from the feed for the bacteria to grow and things like that. So this is the second reason. And the third reason why it is more contaminated because the structure of the head is very complicated. Very complicated means that in order to take out the part that edible that we can eat or we want to eat, we need to cut a lot. Okay, we need to cut a lot with a knife, and we have to hold a lot with our hand, and there would be a lot of contact with the table, with the chopping boards and things like that. So the more you cut, the more you handle, you touch, the more is in contact with outside. Of course, the more the contamination will be will come into the part of meat. Right? So these are more or less the three reasons why head meat is more likely to be contaminated with bacteria.